EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. The Patriots sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. The winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss, and they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Spencer. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Woodward. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Pats post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Another run here with Sanders. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Room here to run. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Woodward. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they should wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man is Ross, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Hey, check that. Street.
Harris running straight ahead. Bulldozes past him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right back to him on first down. He's got it to the 43 here.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got room. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On the give, this is Harris. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Cup 19.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dalton Keene, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Woodward. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
To throw on 2nd down, Woodward. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Hurts.
Man open is Robinson. Touchdown. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it is 28-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
On first down, Hurts.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He finds his man complete. That's Spencer.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
165 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Patriots! Tyquan Thornton. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Check man, check man.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Woodward. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Looking to throw. Woodward. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Panthers. KJ Hamler, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. He gets this to Thornton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Hurts.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
On second and goal.
Hurts. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On 1st and 10, Woodward dancing to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Patriots,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint.